Hello and welcome to the Elephant Lounge. I'm your host Tuesday, and I want to thank you so much for joining me. And we are back for the second episode of Why Are They Guilty? Now, in the first episode, I talked to you a lot of times when they use documents and they flash them on the screen, a lot of times they do not support the claims that they're trying to make. Also consider the fact that there may be some points, even though this is deemed propaganda, there may be some points that are true. There may be some points that arise that may be legitimate criticisms. For instance, we saw the Garagos clip where they say, hey, this was taken out of context because he was actually talking about another case. Fair enough. We can consider that in our argument, but we can also see where a person would see something like that and think to themselves, wait a minute, you could be talking about anybody. We can kind of understand that as well. But let's always try and give the benefit of the doubt to people. Let's say, hey, that was absolutely wrong. Let's say we agree with that. But at the end of the day, does it change what we know about Wade and James? In reality, no, it doesn't. It doesn't change anything. Also, be sure to watch for argumentation from ignorance. Consider what is being argued and then try to make sense of that. If somebody's going to make an accusation that, this, like at the very end when they said they thought that this documentary was going to be similar to the effect that the Weinstein case and the accusations there had. If we just think about that for but a moment, comparing child molestation to a woman being sexually abused or harassed, it's just not the same, you guys. So always think about what's being compared and try to determine, wait a minute, is this really even a valid comparison? And when it comes to propaganda, because they're lying, they have to make these bizarre comparisons and pull out these bizarre inferences. It's because they're protecting a lie is what they're doing. And so it's inevitable that they have to make these very ignorant claims. It will definitely happen. And on a final note, a lot of the problem when it comes to Leaving Neverland and the critics of this is it really boils down to two things. Either the people don't want to understand Leaving Neverland or they didn't watch it. Whoever did this piece, I'm not sure that they actually watched Leaving Neverland. It really sounds to me like whoever made this piece did so by listening to other people complain about Leaving Neverland. That's what seems to be the case. I don't think a lot of these people have actually watched the documentary because they don't want to. Or if they do watch it, they don't want to understand it. They spend a lot of time just kind of nitpicking at it. We have to remember that our victims are not perfect. They are not going to be perfect people. They are going to make mistakes. And that's part of the reason why they're chosen as victims. And that wraps it up. I think I'm done for right now. So when we come back, I will expand upon some of this just a little bit, and then that will move us into our next subject of cults and the cult-like behavior that we witness whenever some of these propagandist pieces are put out to the public at large. And I shall be back.